I called out from work today, even though I'm not sick. Uh, the depression I slipped into on Friday sort of carried over into Saturday, and by mid-afternoon yesterday, I just the idea of spending an entire 15 hours at work. I just I just couldn't do it. I needed an extra day. I needed today to kind of deal with stuff, and I really hope my boss doesn't find my vlog and see that I called out from work because I'm depressed. Because, I mean, I filled out FMLA paperwork, so I can't technically get in trouble for calling out. Um, because I mean, it's basically it's a protection against losing my job because I have cancer. But this doesn't really pertain to my cancer. This is just general depression that came out of my anxiety, that came out of an argument that should never have happened, and it's kind of dumb. I mean, it feels like a dumb reason to call out from work. Which is not to say that people suffering from depression should feel bad about that. If you're suffering from depression and you have to call out from work for it, that's obviously that's a thing that you have to do. I'm not trying to subtly shame anybody over this. It's just that for me personally, it feels wrong because it doesn't feel like a valid reason to call out from work. But that's just me. That's just from my own perspective. Calling out depressed from work, it's like, it doesn't feel like anything's really wrong with me. It just feels like I'm being lazy. And I'm actually starting to feel a bit better. Which I suppose is the point of taking today. Relieving the stress and not adding to that stress by going to work, I think might have really helped, but I don't know. Aside from that, I felt the need to be productive in some way, and I don't know if I've ever actually mentioned this on this channel, but I write young adult fiction. And I've been writing for most of my life, but I've never actually tried to get anything published because I am both lazy and apprehensive about the attempt, and because just what I would have to go through in order to get it published, and the likelihood of actually being published. Very often I just don't try. A few times I'll write a short story and then send it off to some open submission thing, but they've all been rejected. So maybe my writing sucks, I don't know. But I've been writing off and on for actually longer than I'd like to admit. I've been writing this young adult novel. It's modern fantasy comedy. I don't know if I should get into the details, but I really like it. I really think it has potential to go far. So I started writing a bit more in that today. I haven't really gotten very far in it. Like I said, I've been writing it off and on, but I've also been sort of dragging my feet on it. So it's been a number of years, in fact. I can't remember exactly when I started writing it, but But yeah, it's been a long time, and I'm only a short way into the novel. But I have a full outline, so I know exactly where I want to go with it, and I know what I want to do with it. And so writing it is just sort of a matter of working up the energy, the nerve, the determination to do it, which can be difficult. It was especially difficult while I was on chemo. I didn't write a single page while I was on chemo, but now that that has worn off, there's a sort of a pressing need in me to get this thing finished because I want to get it done and get it out there before I die. And if that's going to be within the next few years here, I'm going to want to get that, like I'm going to want to really push to make it happen. But being consistent with writing it is just hard. It's just hard. I toyed with the idea, actually, of reading chapters of it on this channel. The upshot of that is I think it would be more of a motivator if I put some of my work out there, and then, like, knowing that people are paying attention to my work and maybe, you know, wanting to hear more of it, that might encourage me to continue at a more steady pace. However, my concern is that, I mean, technically it would be copyrighted just for being out there on a video, recorded that way. However, people might steal the idea and tweak it enough so that it's different enough that it would, you know, hold up in court. And if they publish it first, then I would just look like a copycat if I tried to follow. So I don't know. It's tempting to put chapters out there for people to, you know, it would be me reading it aloud, and it would be nice to get some feedback from the general public, but I'm just very protective of my ideas, and I'm worried about plagiarism. So I don't know, but we'll see. As I'm feeling a bit better, I might try recording Hellblade today. I'm not sure about that. I'll think about it. Also, a friend of mine has continued a Minecraft Let's Play series, and has invited me to join him. So I might be doing that soon. Videos for it won't be posted on this channel. It'll be on his channel, but I'll be sure to include a link to that at some point. But other than that, yeah, that's really kind of it for now. I can't think of anything else to add, so I'll stop it here. I'll hopefully post again soon. Maybe Hellblade, maybe not, maybe something else. I don't know. But yeah. Until next time, take care.